fine. It's fine. Just roll with it. I really have to sneeze.
Welcome to your podcast. Silence.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to sneeze right into the mic.
Well, look away.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could do that, couldn't I?
Look away.
What?
Just look away.
Or,
you know.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Sneeze into your elbow.
Whenever Kevin sneezes, he immediately will, wherever I am, he will lock eyes with me. Fucking just sneeze.
I tried to sneeze on Ryan this weekend.
Okay.
And we were on the boat with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it was building up, right? So I was like...
You had the face.
It was building up. I looked at him. My eyes were squinty. And I went to go sneeze, and he straight up just shoved his hand in my face, and I sneezed all over myself.
Ew.
We did not introduce ourselves, by the way.
It's okay. They know who we are.
Okay.
Our podcast is literally across state lines with Ashley and Emily. They fucking know who we are. I'm in a really good mood. Because I had a shit day, but I'm watching my favorite podcast, Ladies and Tangents. And they have shirts on. And so they asked me about my butthole.
Ashley, I did not hear anything you just said.
I said I'm watching my favorite podcast, and they have shirts on that say, ask me about my butthole. And the reason is because in one of their other podcasts, they were talking, that's when they asked you if you sit or stand when you poop. I mean, no, if you sit or stand when you wipe. I hope you sit when you poop. I hope you're not just like...
I'm a dropper. Just cut it off.
I like to poop in my hands and then slam dunk it into the toilet. Nothing but net.
You made me scream laugh.
Listen, if we're gonna get into that, because I want you to do your witch's laugh. Mm-mm. It's my favorite thing in the world. Mm-hmm.
I was called the hyena in middle school.
Oh my! No, you
by my
like
teacher. My English teacher in 6th grade started that rumor.
She's out there dissing you.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
So they're wearing these shirts that say "Ask me about my butthole," because in their one episode of their podcast, they were talking about if they sit or stand when they wipe, and then they were talking about bidets, and so another company, I think it was Tushy, sent them a bidet, and the one girl, Sierra, she was looking on their website, but I guess the website is hellotushy.com, so she just looked up tushy.com. She's like, just so you know, if you go to that website, you will see anal porn. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
She was like, what a shock. She was like, what a shock that was at 8:30 in the morning. And I was like, yeah. Oh. So, speaking of your witch's laugh and our assholes. Should I tell the story?
About what?
That made you laugh like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, start with the one before that, when we got our piercings, because that one, I'm really mad that I didn't get to see it from your perspective.
What are you talking about when we got our piercings? Like the story of what we got our piercings?
Yeah, and how I traumatized some poor girl.
Okay, so Ashley is the spontaneous one in our group, but I'm the go with the flow. So we're probably the perfect friendship pair, because she's the spontaneous one. I go with the flow, so I just go with everything she wants me to go with. So she wanted to get piercings, and I said, cool, I'll go and I'll get one. And so we went.
Took it like a champ.
Yeah, so I wanted to get my septum pierced. Ashley wanted to go and get 8 piercings. I didn't question it. Cool.
Right. No one thought to say, hey, Ashley, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, she.
You know you're a little bitch. And you know that's not going to end well.
Me personally, I've never been with you while you got any other piercings done. So how was I supposed to know?
You're probably never going to be again after this one.
Well, I think that if you ever bring up piercings again, I'm just shutting it down. I'm just gonna shut it down. We're gonna close that cookie jar and we're gonna put it away. Been there, traumatizing.
Done that.
Yeah.
Not going back.
So first of all, the piercing and tattoo place is an hour and a half away from my house. So we get there the first night and it's closed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So the first night we go there, it's closed. And I was like, this might be a sign. It's kind of in a not so great neighborhood, but whatever.
We didn't question it because we got sushi. So that made it all worth it.
So we did take that opportunity to go get sushi.
Which, I'm sorry, sidetrack. The waitress called us fat.
That was not that time, but it was the same place.
Was it not?
Yeah, it wasn't that time.
Oh, yeah, because Emily got done ordering her sushi, and she was like, okay, I'll put that in. And I'm like, but I need to order my sushi. And she was like, well, she ordered, 12 rolls. We're like, yeah, we know. She's like, there's, 8 pieces per roll. We're like, we know. I still need to order mine.
I was like, we have men at home that we're also feeding, so a lot of this is going home, which was a lie.
Spoiler alert, it didn't go over well. We ate it all.
A lot of it did go home, but
we still ate it.
As soon as we get home, we always eat it. It's like an hour and some change ride home, so it's like a 2-hour break for some sushi to digest, and then we just eat the rest of our sushi.
Oh, this skinny, one roll eating bitch wanted to judge us for all the sushi we got.
For real, she started walking away. I was like, "Oh wait, ma'am, she needs to order her sushi." She's like, "But the sushi roll comes with 8 slices each. It comes with."
We're like, "Yeah, what's your point?"
And I was like, "I understand. I come here every weekend."
And order the same amount. So shut up. I'm sorry. Continue with your piercing story.
Yes, back to that. So we come back the next night to get our piercings. And we get there, and God, how long did we have to wait? 3 hours?
Oh, yeah. It was something crazy like that.
3-4 hours we had to wait. And the lobby was so fucking hot.
I didn't think it was that bad, but
it was hot. There were so many people in there, and this is also COVID time, so you have to wear your mask.
Dab smack in the pandemic.
Yes, there's people
and we're like, let's get piercings.
Yeah, there's people packed in there. Yeah, pandemic. We're gonna have somebody touch all over our faces.
And she's getting her nose done, her septum. So we're like, yeah, let's take off our masks and be in front of strangers during a pandemic.
I'm a rebel. So we wait, and they pretty much close the doors, and whoever's left in the lobby, that's who's left. So It was us and another couple, and this poor girl was terrified. She was so nervous. She was so nervous, and I feel so bad. She was getting her belly button done. So they call us back there, and the guy was like, okay, let's just get the septum done, because this other person who's with you is getting 8 piercings. So I lay down.
Good choice, by the way, in hindsight.
Yes. We lay down on the table, pops my septum, puts it in.
Doesn't even flinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did amazing for me. I don't know. I didn't even feel it, really. My eyes just watered up because, it's your nose.
I was literally recording you, hoping I would have a reaction. You're like, it's fine. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, popped up, and I was like, cool, thanks. Paid him my money, gave him a tip. Actually, I gave him a tip for me. And get this. After he was done with Ashley, I gave him an additional $20.
But tell him Why?
Because she gets down, he marks where all the piercings are gonna go, and he's like, all right.
In my defense, he started with the worst one.
I guess. I mean, it really just depends on, like, I guess he wanted to get the hardest ones out of the way. Like, I don't know.
Well, so I wanted to get a little consolation piercing, which is 3 on my lobe, 1 on my cartilage, and then I wanted to get a double forward helix, and what's it called? Is it the tragus? The little flappy thing?
I don't know, because
you know,
I don't really have one, so...
You don't have a floppy thing?
I don't have a floppy thing.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's weird.
One of my
How
ears
do.
You,
protect your ears from, like, bugs flying into it and stuff?
One of my ears do. I don't really get bugs in my ear. Like, oh, I'm sorry, mister. You can't go in there.
I'm just like, I don't know, bugs like to fly into the side of my face a lot. And I feel like if they didn't have that thing, they would just go straight for the ear hole.
No, I have, the crazy, like, sideburn hair, I guess you can say.
Yeah, that too.
It protects me.
Okay.
So she lays down on the table. He marks everything. He's like, okay, going in, number 1.
And I'm sweating, dude.
Were you
holding my hand at this point?
No, not yet.
No, you were.
You were holding your own hands.
I was squeezing.
Dude,
so
I was
hard.
just, because mine was so, like, easy peasy. I was like, all right, she got this. So I was just playing on my phone. And I
wish you would have recorded.
I was looking up. I was waiting for her to get this one. He sticks it in. Her legs come so far off the table. I don't know, like...
Kicking like a little centipede on his back.
She was kicking so hard, like a little cockroach, just like her legs.
Like the dude had to stop. He was like, "Can you not?"
Yeah, he did have to stop, and he's like, "You have to stop moving." And she moved so much that the bar that he just put in came out. So he had to like put it back in there, which caused her to kick more. And so he hurries up, and he's not even telling her what he's doing, which is like number 1, like one of her issues.
His fuck up. Mm-hmm.
So he's just trying to hurry up and get them done, because this is the end of the day. He's been there like 12 hours. He wants to get this done.
Well, and he literally said, he was like, "We're technically closed. Like, can you figure out what you want?" I was
well,
like,
hold on. So you get the second piercing, and you said, "I'm done. I'm done." You don't even have the piercings in. It's just the bars. You're coming off the table. "I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I've changed my mind."
I feel like I was just like possessed. Like literally my body was like levitating off the table.
She is screaming. They had like somebody came and shut the door.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know
Somebody
that.
came and shut the door to the piercing room. And I get up and I'm like, "Ashley, you are getting these piercings, because this place you have to pay before you get the piercing."
Yeah.
And there's
I
no
paid, like,
refunds.
what was it, $120?
Yes.
Yeah, I paid a lot of money.
And there's no refunds if you decide to walk out and you don't want it. And I was like, I like went up to her. I held her down to the table. I was like, "You are getting these piercings."
You weren't that mean about it.
No, I was like, "Ashley, it's okay. I mean, like, you've got them down. Let's try to get at least like 2 more in, the ones that you
She's
really
like,
want."
Yeah, she's like, "Do you want to try the other ear?" I'm like, "Okay." Well, no, actually, he tried to do the tragus first, and as soon as we had skin to skin contact, I was like, "Nope, don't want it. Don't touch me. Don't touch me there."
So I started.
I'm not.
So at that point, I started holding her hand, and I quickly lost feeling in my thumb. And
I didn't know I had that amount of strength in me. Honestly.
well, my thumb turned white. And I'm trying to, and he literally only gave me a minute. He's like, "I've been here 12 hours. I haven't eaten. I'm so sorry for this, but I can only give you a minute before I have to tell y'all to like basically get out if you're not going to do this." And I was like, "I understand." And I kind of gave Ashley a little pep talk, tried to figure out which one she wanted, if she wanted any more. And she's holding my hand, and I kind of talked to the piercers, like, "Okay, we're going to try to get these 2 done. These 2 I know she really wanted." She couldn't really talk very well at this point.
It was 3. Oh my god, no, because you thought I almost passed out.
Yeah, so he goes to get the other piercings done, and I thought I lost you at one point. I was going to let you pass out, too. I was going to act like you were fine.
There she goes.
Oh, she's fine. She just
She does.
These are fine for her. She doesn't feel these at all. But no, I did get a little scared because I thought I lost you there for a second. I was like, Ashley, because your eyes kind of got really relaxed and your cheeks. And you kind of
my cheeks too.
You like your whole face relaxed.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh.
I was done.
I was like, oh my God, Ashley. And he got the other 2 in, or the other 3. I'm not sure how many more we got after that. And then,
well, he did the 3 on my lobe, the little consolation that I wanted, which, by the way, he didn't put the backing on all the way on the one, so now I only have 2. But there was, like, blood pooling down my neck, and I was like, I want to see it. And she's like, no, no, you're okay.
I was like, don't look at it yet. Don't look.
Yeah. Just look at me. Just focus on me.
Yeah, I was like, let me get you home. I will clean it, and then you can look at it, because there was blood everywhere. And the poor thing, and like Ashley walks out the room.
No, listen, this is what happened beforehand. The girl who was at the front desk was super, super nice, and she was telling me, like, I tell everyone all the time, like, it hurts, but it's nothing more than a pinch. I tell every client that we have, if it really hurts that bad, you can come punch me in the face. Guess what? I've never gotten punched in the face. So, in my mind, what I was doing was going out there and, like, kind of, like, being funny and, like, do a little, like, 1-2, like, just kind of messing around. But instead, I must have had, like, the fear of Satan in my eyes. So I run out there, and I'm, like, flailing everywhere. And I try to go up to this girl, and then come to find out, it wasn't even the girl that was there anymore, so I'm, like, air punching at a random ass person. And they look at me like, who let the crazy out of the loony bin? And then I don't even know what happened to the other poor girl that was nervous about her belly button piercing, because I hauled ass out of there. I was gone.
Yeah.
I left a smoke trail behind me.
Yeah, because for real, like, you were gone, and I was, like, giving the guy the tip. And I
was out of there so fast.
I pulled out an extra $20, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And put it in.
I'm not. He was mean.
He did a really good job on me. He was extremely patient, but not patient at the same time. And I was like, I'm just going to put this here in your tip jar. Okay. And then by the time I left the room, you were at the front door.
Well, then I was like, I was going to ask you, so what did the girl do? The poor, the girl that was in the waiting room with us, because she was so nervous to get her belly button pierced. And then I came out acting like a crazy lady. I didn't even,
She was just curled up in the corner.
Oh, she probably didn't get her belly button pierced after that. She was probably like, not after that girl.
No, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
I couldn't.
I don't know. I feel like a belly button is a little bit easier.
And she was like a cute, petite little girl. She's like, look at all this meat. Like, bitch, look at us.
I know. Kudos to all body types. But whenever you are skinny and you're like, look how fat I am, and you're looking at me, I want to be like, how do you see me?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, excuse
me. I probably
me.
look like an obese lard to you.
Do I look like Moto to you?
But poor girl. I think about her often. I wonder what she's up to. Are you okay? Did I scar you for life? Because I'm sorry. Probably.
Yeah.
I looked like a crazy lady. I know I did. I am somewhere on their security footage.
Trying to fight them.
Blood running down my neck. Yeah. She was so confused. Because in my head it was funny. I was going to do like a little 1-2. Like, haha, you said it wasn't going to hurt. Now I get to punch you in the face. LOL. No, it did not turn out that way at all.
And then you just laughed. You didn't say anything. You didn't even try to explain, like, oops, wrong person.
No. I just walked around the corner throwing hands and fucking left.
Now the love story is out the way.
Thank you to everyone who listened to our first episode. We really appreciate it. We got a lot more listens than we actually thought we would, so thanks. We got wait, what am I trying to say? We got 2 main feedbacks from you guys, which we really appreciate because it helps us, get better and keep the podcast going in the direction. One is that you guys thought that the first one was a little boring, and granted, here's the thing. Maybe it was, and Emily even said, like, are you sure you want to go this heavy on the first episode? And I was like, well, I don't want to hit them with our craziness the first thing, because they're going to be really turned off and be like, these girls are too much for me.
They're on,
So there's that. We hear ya, so we hope you hear my crazy piercing story and relate a little bit. You probably can't, because I'm apparently don't have a high pain tolerance at all. The second one is that apparently I interrupted Emily quite a bit in the first episode, so I'm sorry, Emily.
It's okay. It's just how our conversations go. So I guess.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Ashley,
I want to know how these people conversate. Sorry, I'm doing it now. Damn it! They're right. I'm sorry.
That's just how we talk. I mean, we're not robots. We don't literally wait. And also, I talk slow. It takes a while.
You guys should.
Oh my God, Ashley, let me finish my damn sentence.
I thought you were done.
No.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to be a robot now. I'm just going to wait until there's silence, and then I'm going to start talking.
I was trying to say, it takes a while for the words to get from my brain to my mouth. And sometimes Ashley has to help me out. I'm done now.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for reiterating. Yeah, no, it's true. You guys should hear the editing that I had to do of the amount of times Emily either said, or there was just silence. So if it sounds like I'm interrupting her, I probably am, but also I had to edit it so there wasn't a bunch of silence. And also, your brain takes a little bit too long to process things. Mine just goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it's so fast that I think my mouth just has to stumble over my words to keep up sometimes.
Sometimes I don't even know what you're saying.
You just go with it.
It's a different language. It's just
but somehow you still understand it.
Yep.
Either that or you don't, and you're just like, okay, I'll just let her go.
I do that to a lot of people. Because, one, I don't hear very well, so I just nod.
Nod and smile.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my grandmother... Bless her. I love her. But she's very hard of hearing. And she has hearing aids. So, a lot of times, I'll be talking and I can tell when she can't hear me because she's just smiling and nodding. And then I'll go off on some random tangent. I'm like, you don't hear a thing I'm saying, do you? And she's nodding. I'm like, yeah, I could say anything and you would just agree with me right
now. Aww. Poor baby.
I love her.
Yeah. I want to tell her the Food Lion lady story.
Oh my God, the one that hugged you when you were drunk?
Yes.
Please do. I really wish I was there for it. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't with you in that aisle when it happened.
Okay.
She comes over and she's like, this lady.
So, Ashley and Kevin and a few other people came over for Easter one year. And we were kind of having a friend's Easter. And we were all drinking. I do not drink. I drink on occasion. I drink when I'm at home with my friends. And I know that I'm safe and I'm comfortable, blah, blah, blah. I drank a lot. A lot. And it was bad the next morning when I woke up. I wasn't throwing up yet.
She was so grumpy. She was over it.
We had to go grocery shopping in the morning. I don't know whose idea that was. I didn't like it. I can tell you that much. So I had to go. My task was to go to the deli. So I went to the deli, and the bathroom is right by the deli. So I had to order my deli meat and cheese, and then run to the bathroom because I thought I was going to throw up. And then I came back out. And then I had my head down on the basket. And this little tiny this little tiny little woman was in charge of the deli at the time. And she's like, she's coming, she's doing my cheese and my deli meat.
She's getting my cheese.
She's doing her job. And then, I thought she got done weighing it and putting the sticker on it, and I'm waiting for her to hand it over to me because, I'm done with this. I want to go home. She has taken her time. And she comes around the counter. I was like, okay, because she was really tiny. So I thought...
Right, she's just handing it to me.
I thought that it's because, she couldn't really, get over the counter. And I thought she was just going to hand it to me. So I'm, trying to take the meat from her. And she's like... I almost, I had to, kind of search for it. I was trying to, grab it from her. And she's, moving her arms around. I'm like, what are you...
Not so fast.
I was like, what are you doing? And this lady hugs me. And she's like, Jesus loves you. She's like, whatever you are going through, he has got your back. And I was like, I know.
You're like, bitch, I'm just drunk.
I didn't tell her that. I was like, I know he cares for me. I know he's there. Thank the good Lord. And she's just like, yes, ma'am, he will be there for you. And she grabs my hands with my deli meat. And she's just telling me how much Jesus loves me. And I felt so bad.
I just thought you said Jesus.
Maybe she was saying that the whole time and just fucking with me.
This cheese really loves you.
And I just felt so bad because I was just really hungover. I was like, this...
ma'am, I'm fine. I have a headache.
Yeah, I have a really bad hangover, and you are preaching to me, and I'm sweating like a sinner in church because I'm just really hungover. I think I might still be drunk, ma'am. I just want my deli meat.
I just want my meat and cheese and to leave.
Thank you.
So get the fuck out of this place.
Thank you so much. I just need hydration.
I just need a Gatorade or something. I'll be good.
Yeah, you got one of those behind that deli counter.
Gatorade and the love of Jesus. Can I get an amen?
A water fountain.
Oh, man. Oh, that's good stuff. And I was nowhere around for this, and I'm really mad that I wasn't.
Yeah, I made a beeline to you. I was like, this lady just hugged me. We need to go.
Well, because Emily does not like to be touched.
I don't.
Especially in the middle of food line. She's like, we need to leave. We need to leave now.
It's like before she comes and finds me.
What's that, right? Give you a little pocket Bible or something?
What?
That she keeps behind the counter. I said, give you a little pocket Bible or something that she keeps behind the counters.
Oh my God. No, but let me tell you, being a waitress, you know how many times I got the little flyer that's like, Jesus cares. I know Jesus cares. I'm not going to diss you for telling me that Jesus cares. But I do not have this job for people to tell me that Jesus cares. I have this job because I need money.
Right. Also, I'm sorry if you hear the clock in the
do.
background. I didn't want to interrupt your story because I thought I'd get called out again by our listeners. So guess what? Now you get to hear the clock in the background. So fuck off.
Yeah. But yeah, so many people, like me being a waitress, has given me like the Jesus loves you flyer instead of like an actual tip. And
oh my God, instead of tip?
Yeah, and I just want to go out to their car and give it back to them. Like,
punch her in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, you made me run back and forth. Like, how much does Jesus love me when you wanted extra ranch 3 times, sir?
Oh my God. Like, it's one thing to leave it with a tip, but to leave it in place of a tip is not okay. Like, thank you, but I cannot pay my mortgage on Jesus' love.
Right.
So, you might have to help me because I was laughing so hard I lacked oxygen to the brain at the time, so I don't remember everything. But it was after the piercings, and, well, first of all, after the piercings, we treated ourselves to Taco Bell because I was so upset, and, and I think my blood sugar was low too. So yeah, we went to Taco Bell, and so after that, and a little bit of a dance session, we were on our way back home, and I think you swerved off the road a couple of times. You were laughing so hard.
Probably, and also, I can't drive at night. It was dark.
Yeah. It was dark. She can't hear. She can't see. She probably shouldn't be operating a vehicle, but whatever.
Hey, just at night.
Hey!
It's just at night. In the daytime, I'm fine. At night, I kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. If there's not lights on the road, tough shit.
I was a little scared for my life. Tough shit?
Yeah.
What do you mean? All the people you're running into, tough shit. I don't know what to tell you.
I've never ran into anybody. Never ran into anything. But it is harder for me to drive at night.
Yeah, I know, me too. So what even happened that this conversation... Oh, I remember. I farted. And I'm like, oh God. I was like, I just sharted. And Emily's like, she was like, oh no, like very calm about it. She's like, do you need me to pull over? I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, I mean, no, really, it's no trouble at all. I can stop into one of these stores if you need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It is what it is. She's like, bitch, you are not sitting here in my car with shit-covered pants. Like, you're not doing it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, what do you mean? What do I mean? You just sharted. I'm like, what's your point?
Yeah.
And so we're going past this complex with a bunch of stores in it. She's like, I'm going to pull in here and you can go to the bathroom. I'm like, bitch, I don't need to. It's okay. And she's like, you're not sitting here with shit on yourself. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't have shit on? I didn't poop. And she's like, Ashley, what do you think a shart is? And I'm like, you know, like a front fart. And she's like, absolutely not. It's not at all what it is. So she had to explain to me what a shart was. Because for all of my life, I've apparently been walking around telling everyone that I've just been constantly shitting my pants and not doing anything about it. So...
Yeah, I was dying because she's just been walking around her whole life telling people that she shart her pants, and
I thought it was a queef.
And she thought it was a poot toot.
A what?
A poot toot.
No, I didn't know that it was a poot toot.
No,
I thought it was a front toot.
I'm saying like a poot toot, like your.
What the fuck are you saying? Oh, like my pooter?
Yeah, like your.
my grandma, she calls him a little Susie.
My whole life, we called our hoo-has cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, a cookie. And so, like, I can't really, like, call cookies. I can't just call something a simple cookie. It has to be, like, a chocolate chip cookie.
British. I'm gonna go have a crisp.
No, it has to be, like, a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie. Or an Oreo or something like that. And, like, just the other day, it messes me up, like, to this day. A lady was like, I was at the gas station getting, like, a drink or something. She's like, do you want some cookie? And I was like, no.
No, I don't want your cookies.
She's like, they're fresh.
Ma'am, I don't care how fresh a cookie is. I don't want it.
I mean, like, I hope they are. Like, I hope they're not, like, deceased.
Friggin' steaming hot, fresh cookie.
No, I kind of had to, she had to, like, point at the bags of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh.
Before I was like, oh.
Looking at her in disgust.
I was like, I don't know what you mean, ma'am.
You probably had your judgy face on.
Yeah, I was like,
who in their right mind just ask a stranger off the street if they want some of my cookie?
I don't have enough dollar bills for this, ma'am.
Can you believe I've walked around my whole life telling people I've just been shitting my pants and nobody questioned me?
That's who you know your true friends are, okay? The ones who are like, you need...
The ones who stick around when they know you have shit in your pants.
The ones who are like, you need to go to the bathroom because you're not sitting in your shit in my car.
Yeah, you are not having it. I'm like, bitch, I just front-tooted. I don't need to go to the bathroom. It's fine. And you're like, no, you definitely have skid marks right now. I just want to know who all this time you've just thought that I've been sitting around with shit in my undies and you didn't bother to say anything.
Well, the fact that you're just like telling people, no, get this, everybody. She's telling people not only did she fart, but she queefed.
No, I didn't shart, just kidding. I just look at it.
She's just openly telling people that she had a queef.
Well, because
you get the rolling fart, like the one that rolls from the back to the front.
Yes, that's what happens.
So I'm like,
and you can hear the difference. So I'm like, you just hear it, it's like.
I just question your sanity whenever you tell me you've been telling people that you either sharted or you queefed. I just think that those are personal things.
I don't care, no shade in my game. You can hear the sound difference in it. It goes.
No, but also,
so I'm like, oh shit, I just queefed. Well, because are you going to sit there and listen to it and we're just going to act like it didn't happen? No, you're going to acknowledge it.
Like, the other day.
Oh, God. Did you shark?
No. There is another girl in my office. I will leave her unnamed. There's another girl.
Did she listen to our podcast?
I think she will. She hasn't yet, but she will.
Okay. We'll start with this episode because the first one was boring.
We were moving something really, really heavy the other day. It was like a whole shelf filled with stuff because we didn't feel like unloading the shelf and then moving the shelf and then reloading it. So we just moved the whole shelf. So we go to move it and she goes, "Oh, I tooted." And I lost my shit. It was, like, first of all, like...
I just shit myself right now. I just laughed so hard that I pushed it out.
What?
I just laughed so hard that I pushed a little toot out.
Oh, I thought you said you literally just laughed so hard you pushed a shit out.
I really sharted this time. Not just a queef. Oh, God. Have you ever... Oh, I'm sorry. Finish your story. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
I was, like, in the middle of holding the shelf, and I just lost all control. And I was like, it's just nonchalantly, "Oh, I tooted. It was so cute."
Well, because are you really going to sit there and act like it didn't happen?
Yeah, like, was I just supposed to be like, "Oh, okay," but I had to laugh. It was just...
I'm just saying, if I'm in a room with you and I very knowingly shit my pants, I'm not going to just be like, "Oh, just like I don't know what happened. It was the wind." I'm going to be like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry for what's about to hit you."
I'm sorry, but I will hold it in until I get to a bathroom. One, if something slips out, I'm always like, "My bad, homie." Like, if somebody's in the room.
Speaking of, so, you know how, like, when we're around each other enough, we start to pick up on each other's dialogue? And you call me homie a lot?
Yeah.
I said it to Kevin the other day. I forget what he texted me. I was like, "I don't know, homie." He's like, "What did you just call me?" And, "I don't know, home slice." My bad.
I say home slice a lot, too.
He was so offended. He's like, "Don't call me that." Oh, man.
One time at a job interview, I was going, I don't know.
You sharted?
Yes! I don't know why. I have a freaking addiction to Taco Bell, okay? I freaking love it. If I will get it any chance that I can. So the night before this job interview, it's a physical test for this job interview.
Why on earth would you do that to yourself?
It was late. End of story. It's really like the only fast food place that's still open really late at night.
All right.
And I really like Taco Bell. Anyway. So I was having a job interview for like a prison guard because for some reason I thought I could do that at the time.
You're like 4 foot tall. What the fuck? You would be in there giving therapy to all the friggin' inmates. You would not be able to do that job.
Well,
who let you sign up for that?
Well, I passed the exam, and I was going to go do the physical test. So I'm doing the physical
and you
test.
shit yourself?
And I get through like 95% of the physical test. I'm doing really good time. I'm doing great. Everybody else that went before me was like in and out in like 10 seconds, I swear. I don't know what part they failed, but they failed really fast. Okay? So I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm rocking it. Boom. And then I get to the sit-ups.
Oh, God. Okay.
So this lady is like standing on this box that my feet are underneath. I go to do a sit-up. Just rip ass. I literally just said, oops. I got up and walked out the room.
And that's why Emily's not a prison guard. Because she shit herself during the physical.
I can't be a prison guard because I will fart if I try to rescue my partner.
Oh no, that's so good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that you applied for that job.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Just look, I did really well until it came to the sit-ups, man. I did.
The sit-ups got her.
The sit-up got me. The fucking bean burrito came back with a vengeance. The bean burrito re-entered this world.
And she doesn't just get one. She gets like 2 or 3 bean burritos at a time.
It's like all I eat.
Psychopath. I know! Who does? First of all, that's like the worst thing on the menu.
I don't know.
I don't understand. You just freaking eat bean burritos?
Well, I've changed it up a little bit. I now do like the beefy 5-layer burrito and a chicken quesadilla.
Alright, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I am still loyal to the Crunchwrap.
I do like the Crunchwraps.
Yes.
Do like those. This is not sponsored, by the way.
Although, Taco Bell, if you're out there, hit us up. Also, listen, Taco Bell plus the Tushy Company for the bidets, that's a match made in heaven.
We talk about shit way too often. Literally.
Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll end the episode here. Hopefully, that let you guys see a little bit more of our personalities.
We heard through the grapevine that y'all might have thought we were a little boring. Well, guess again, motherfuckers.
Listen, you wanted this. You didn't like the toned down versions of us, well, this is what you fucking get now.
You axed it. We bought it. Ashley and Emily 2.0. Poot toot stories. Thank you. Have a good day.
And good night.